Hi, it's Lindsay from Organize Your Online Biz, and I'm here today to talk to you about Sunsama and its new integration with Zapier. So this is going to allow you to link your Sunsama account with 5,000 plus other apps. So this is really pretty cool. So I'm going to show you how it works. I'll do two little tests with you, and yeah, let's get started. So I'm in my Sunsama account already. And I'm a Notion user. I love Notion. So I already have my Notion account linked with my Sunsama account. So as you can see on the right hand side here, this to-do list is actually coming out of Notion. And this is going to become important because I'm going to use this in my Zapier. So let's head on over to Zapier. So I am using the free version of Zapier. I've never used Zapier before, so I've taken the last couple of days to kind of test this out and see how cool it is, and it's pretty cool. I'm converted. I'll be a Zapier person, or maybe there's a term, a Zappy for life. Okay, so I'm going to get started. So I'm creating a new Zap. I am just going to create my trigger, and my trigger is going to be an email. So I'm going to say I want to be able to flag certain emails that come to my business and that require some kind of task. So not all of them, obviously, but certain ones. So I'm going to say that that's my trigger is Microsoft Outlook, because I use Hotmail. And I want my event to be a new flagged email. So this means that every time I flag an email in my Hotmail, it's going to create a task in Notion. This is what I want. So I'm going to say continue, and I've already set up my Hotmail account, so that's already done. If you haven't done that, in the account section back here, all you need to do is log into your email, and then you're going to give it permission to link. And so I am going to test the trigger. So I've already flagged off some emails. So this is an email from my blogging coach, Sadie, from Passive Income Pathways. And so when certain emails that I get from her, I want to be able to create tasks around them. So I flagged them, I've created that. So now I want it to go into Notion. So in Notion, I want it to create a new database item. And that's because my to-do list is in a database. Database and Kanban are the only things that you can link. Sorry, that's my son. The only things you can link in Notion to Sunsama. So create a database item is what I want. Continue. I've already again linked my Notion account. Again, if you haven't done that, you just need to sign in under the account section here. You just need to sign in and link it. So the database that I'm using is the to-do list. This is where I want it to create. The name of the task, I think I'm just going to put that as the subject. If I put the email person, then it would always be the same. So I'm going to say subject. The type, so it's going to be, for this purpose, it's going to be PIPs, Passive Income Pathways, and I'm going to say that it's email. This will just alert me that this was created via email from PIPs. It's not done. Include time. No, I don't include any fields like that. You can add in certain fields or you don't have to. I'm going to make everything medium that comes in this way. I'm not going to create any notes for it. I think that's good enough for now. You can always come back and edit these later. They're not like one and done. So I'm going to test it. Looks like it worked. So before I publish this, let's go into Notion and let's find so here it is. This is the one that I just linked. This is the email. So it was my email from Pips, Sadie. This was the name of the subject, so VIP 51824. It's regarding a call that we did. And so again, I have my Pips in email, and it's medium priority. Now, it created in Notion, but I already have Notion linked to my Sunsama. So let's go into Sunsama, and I'm going to refresh. And look, here it is. It just showed up. So now I can take this and I can drag it to wherever it is that I want to do. So let's say I'm going to deal with it tomorrow, or I'm going to deal with it today, right? Wednesday, whatever, right? And it still has the little Notion thing in here. You can go in and change anything you want, right? So I want to change this from social media to, say, email. You can see it already has all of the Notion stuff, so I can click it off here as being completed, which will then also update my Notion. It has the same fields that came out of my Notion database. This is like a true integration because it literally mimics Notion, even though Sunsama isn't really set up this way. So really cool stuff. Okay, so that's one example of doing a Zapier integration. I'm going to show you a separate one just because not everyone uses Notion or Asana or Trello or anything like that. Some people use good old Google, right? Google Sheets. So I made up a kind of a fake to-do list coming out of Google Sheets because a lot of people that I talk to use this. So it's not pretty, but this is just for testing purposes only to show you how this works. So let's pretend that this is my official task tracker that I use. So I am going to go back into Zapier. I'm just going to go ahead and publish this one because it worked. And we're going to set up another one. So let's go back to the home page. Just going to pause this for 1 second and take a sip of water because my throat is itchy. 1 second. Okay, so let's continue. I'm going to create a new Zap. And my trigger is going to be Google Sheets. And the event that triggers it is going to be a newer updated spreadsheet row. So this means that every time I create a new row here, it's going to link over. So I've already linked my account. Again, if you haven't done so, you'll have to sign into your Google Drive, which will link up to your Google Sheets. And this is my test spreadsheet. I only have the one tab or worksheet. The trigger is going to be column task. So that's basically column A. Okay, so new task. And then I'm going to say continue. And I want to test it. So this one says that in row number 4, the task is email Pam. That's exactly what it says. So we're going to use that as our tester. Whoops. Go back here into our tester. So we'll continue with this one. And I want to go straight to Sunsama because not everyone uses Notion. So that's the whole reason why I'm doing this. So you don't have to use an app like Notion or Asana or Trello for this to work. You can use Google Sheets. So we're going to go straight to Sunsama from Google Sheets. And so the event is going to be to create a new task. Continue. Again, I've already linked my Sunsama account. And the title is going to be the task name in my Google Sheet. The start date, I'm not too concerned about that because I'm just going to drag it where I want. So that's probably fine. The channel, I'm going to choose these are your Sunsama channels. I'm just going to say it's work. Even though I have specific work ones, I won't always know automatically. I don't want to state that everyone is an email, so it's just going to come through as work. I can change them as I need to when they're in Sunsama. I'm going to add it to my backlog so I can just drag and drop from there. I don't need any notes. I don't need a URL. And I'm not going to put any timed stuff in there. I'll do that when I schedule it in Sunsama. So I'm just going to say continue. And we're going to test it. Looks like it should have worked. So we have our email pen as our line number 4. So we're going to jump into our Sunsama account and we're going to go over to our backlog, which on the right hand side is this little box picture. There it is, email pen. So every time you add a new task in your Google Sheet, if you're using that for your task, it's going to automatically create one in Sunsama, and in my case, in the backlog area. And from there, I'm just going to drag it wherever I want to, right? Easy as that. Yeah, I can't think of anything else to show you in this video. In future videos, I'm going to show you kind of more how to use Sunsama, the different things you can set up, integration with Notion. Yeah, so I hope you like this, and if you want to try Sunsama and you haven't tried it before, please use my link below. It gets you 30 days free, and it gives me a little bit of a kickback if you sign up, and that helps me to continue creating these videos for you. So thanks, and we'll see you soon.